welcome to the Explainer. Let's be honest, talking about money and divorce, it's a heavy combination, one that can feel really overwhelming. But what if you could navigate it with confidence? Today, we're going to show you how to maintain your financial integrity and secure your future no matter what happens in your relationship. Okay, let's just jump right in with a really important question. When a marriage ends, what's the single biggest thing that predicts how well a person does afterward? Is it emotional healing, a great group of friends? The answer might actually surprise you. And you know what? The research is super clear on this. While all the emotional stuff is obviously vital, having financial stability is the #1 factor for actually rebuilding your life. It's the foundation that gives you security, it gives you options, and it gives you the breathing room to truly start over. All right, so here's how we're going to break this all down to make it manageable. We're going to walk through it step by step. First, the reality of what divorce means financially. Then, what to do before you get married, how to stay healthy during the marriage, what happens if you separate, and finally, how to navigate the actual split. It's a roadmap for every stage.
Okay, let's get into our first section. We're starting with the financial reality. Just looking the challenge straight in the eye is the first step toward taking control. And to do that, there's a key concept we need to get our heads around. That concept is fiscal integrity. Now, I know that sounds kind of corporate, right? But what it really means is being open, responsible, and prepared with your finances as a team. This is not about planning for failure. It's about building a strong partnership that protects both of you, no matter what the future holds. It's our guiding star for this whole discussion.
So, where does this whole idea of fiscal integrity begin? Well, it starts way before you even say, I do. Let's look at how you can build a really strong financial foundation right from the beginning. It's kind of funny when you think about it. We'll spend months, even years, planning a wedding party, but how much time do we spend planning our entire financial life together? Having those money talks, yeah, even the awkward ones, is a sign of a really mature and trusting partnership. So what does this actually look like? Well, there are 3 key steps. First, you've got to have the money talk. Get it all out there. Assets, debts, dreams. Second, think about a prenup. And look, instead of seeing it as a sign of mistrust, try to see it as a business plan for your marriage. It's just about clarity. And third, and I can't stress this enough, both of you need your own independent legal advice. This isn't about fighting, it's about making sure everyone is fully informed and protected.
But that foundation, that's just the start. This isn't a one-and-done conversation. Fiscal integrity is about keeping up that financial fitness together as a team all throughout the marriage.
The classic debate, joint versus separate bank accounts. And honestly, there is no one-size-fits-all answer here. Joint accounts are great for transparency and shared goals, but yeah, they can get complicated if you split. Separate accounts give you independence, but can feel a little disconnected. A lot of couples find a hybrid system works best. One joint account for the bills and shared stuff, and separate accounts for your own spending. The most important part, talking about it and agreeing on a system that works for you both. You go to the doctor for an annual physical, right? This is the exact same idea, but for your money. At least once a year, you need to sit down together, go over the budget, see how you're tracking towards your goals. And here's a pro tip that so many people miss. Check the beneficiary designations on everything. Retirement accounts, life insurance, all of it. It's a tiny 5-minute task that can prevent a massive headache down the road. Now we have to talk about the hard part, because, of course, sometimes relationships do end. If a separation happens, it's an incredibly tough time, but there are immediate actions you can and should take to protect yourself financially. Look, this is going to be an emotional roller coaster. That's a given. And it's totally normal to want to react out of anger or fear, but in these critical early stages, your goal, your mantra needs to be calm, organized, and informed action. Your feelings are 100% valid, but making deliberate, smart financial moves is what will protect you in the long run. So here are your first 3 moves. Think of it as your action plan. Step 1, get the full financial picture. You have to make a list of every asset and every single debt. You can't divide what you don't even know exists. Step 2, gather the proof. Bank statements, tax returns, property deeds, everything. And step 3, get help. This is absolutely not the time to go it alone. A financial advisor and a family law attorney, they're going to be your essential guides through this whole thing. All right, let's dive into the nitty-gritty, the final section, navigating the actual financial split. This is where we get into the process of untangling years of a shared financial life. And it can feel completely overwhelming, right? You've got shared bank accounts, a mortgage, retirement funds, cars. You just look at it all and think, where on earth do I even begin? That is a totally normal feeling. But the answer is always, always the same. You begin with the documents. This slide right here, this checklist is your starting point. And let's be really clear, this isn't just a pile of paperwork. This is the evidence. This is the foundation for your entire case. Getting these documents together is how you create that complete financial portfolio that every single negotiation is going to be based on. I love this quote because it gets right to the heart of it. Amicable doesn't mean you're suddenly best friends who agree on everything. It means you both agree on a fair process to work through your disagreements. And as we just saw, a fair process is totally impossible without clear and complete financial information from both sides. So I really want you to remember this. Whether you're just starting out in a relationship or navigating its end, all of this practice of fiscal integrity, it's not about mistrust. It's an act of self-care. It's an act of mutual respect. It's about empowering yourself to build a secure future, no matter what that future holds. So we'll leave you with a little challenge. Because knowing this stuff is great, but it's only powerful if you actually act on it. So what is one small, manageable financial step you can take this week? Maybe it's just scheduling that money talk. Maybe it's finding one old retirement statement. Whatever it is, just take that one step.